Are you thinking about taking semaglutide to help with your fat loss? I've been working on this video for months so I could tell you exactly what I recommend as a weight loss coach. Is GLP-1 the future of fat loss or a ticking time bomb for your health? Before you join the millions searching for the next miracle injection, let's peel back the history and the science, the risks, and the wild story of how this hormone discovered in a fish, a monster's venom, and decades of research turned into the most groundbreaking weight loss treatment of our time. So first, let's rewind to 1979. Richard Goodman is working with a totally weird lab animal, the deep sea anglerfish. When he extracts MNRA, he discovers that a single gene produces not just glucagon, the hormone we all learned about in high school biology, but two totally hormones expressed in the gut. Fast forward to 1982, at a California biotech startup, Graham Bell's team cracks the code that the gene is the origin of both GLP-1 and GLP-2, but nobody knows what they actually do. The breakthrough actually comes in 1983, a year later, when Svetlana Moyusov, a molecular biologist, snips out a short fragment of GLP-1 and proves it can stimulate insulin release like crazy. Suddenly, GLP-1 isn't just some random gut peptide. It's an incretin hormone, a signal to your body to ramp up insulin and lower blood sugar. But the real twist, the craziest part of the story, is in 1991, when Dr. John Eng is studying the venom of the Gila monster, a poisonous desert lizard. Incredibly, he finds a peptide almost identical to GLP-1, but much more stable in the human body. That molecule is called exendin-4. It becomes the basis for the first GLP-1 analog drug. In 2005, the FDA approves exenatide for type 2 diabetes. It's not just lowering blood sugar, patients start losing weight, often for the first time in their lives. What started to follow this was a tidal wave of drug innovation. In 2010, liraglutide, brand name Victoza, was approved for diabetes. Then, as Saxenda for weight loss, showed about 8% body mass reduction in clinical trials. Now, fast forward to 2017, this is when semaglutide enters the scene, a new GLP-1 analog that's even more potent, lasts longer, and works at lower doses. In 2021, this is the part you might be familiar with, semaglutide gets the FDA green light for obesity. And people started losing 17 to 18% in clinical trials of their body weight in major studies, nearly doubling what older drugs could do. And by 2023, GLP-1 drugs are named Science's Breakthrough of the Year. And the story doesn't end there. By 2024, new combo drugs start targeting GLP-1, GIP, and glucagon, like tirzepatide, and are blowing past semaglutide's results in head-to-head trials. So what's happening inside your body when you take one of these drugs? GLP-1 receptor agonists mimic a natural hormone that does four big things. Increases insulin secretion when you eat, so you store less sugar as fat. Suppresses your appetite at the brain level, so you feel like you want less food. Slows down gastric emptying, you feel full for longer. Increases satiety, so your brain gets the "I'm done" signal even faster. All of this means that you eat less, crave less, and your body gets a powerful nudge for burning more fat for fuel. Now, the question everybody wants answered is it long-term safe? First, GLP-1 drugs like semaglutide and tirzepatide are well-studied and FDA approved, not just for diabetes, but also for obesity and heart risk in people who need it the most. But they're not magic, and they're definitely not for everyone. Here's what you need to know. Some of the side effects are GI issues, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, sometimes stomach pain. Up to 40% of people are quitting because of these symptoms alone. Hypoglycemia. If you're also taking other blood sugar lowering drugs, the risk for dangerously low blood sugar increases. Most people regain weight when they stop taking it. And why is that? You can't cure obesity with a few shots. Lifestyle changes are essential and mindset shifts are essential. You can't just go right back to the way you were eating before, because once you lose that assistance, you'll gain the weight right back. Then there's also things like access and cost to consider. These are expensive drugs, and insurance often won't cover them unless you are diagnosed with diabetes or severe obesity. And there's also compounded and black market versions. There have been hospitalizations due to dosing errors and contaminated or fake drugs. Don't mess with unregulated versions. Always go to your doctor and get the real stuff. There's also unknown long-term risks. While the track record is really good so far, we don't have 10 to 20 year safety data yet. Ongoing research is looking for rare side effects or risks we might not have seen yet. Also, not all forms are equal. Oral semaglutide is less effective than injectable for some heart benefits, and new triple agonists are still experimental. So, should you use GLP-1 for fat loss? Here's the bottom line. As someone who reads the studies and has coached real clients, GLP-1 receptor agonists like semaglutide are genuine breakthrough for people who are struggling with severe obesity or type 2 diabetes, and for whom diet and exercise alone haven't been enough in the past. For most people chasing quick fat loss, there's no shortcut around the basics. Sustainable nutrition, consistent exercise, smart science-backed coaching. These drugs are tools in your tool belt, not magic bullets. Used correctly under a doctor's supervision, they can change lives and already have. Used recklessly or without support, they can bring serious side effects and disappointment. If you're thinking about using GLP-1 for weight loss, talk to your doctor. Don't trust TikTok or the black market. And if you want help with sustainable fat loss, building habits, changing your mindset, finding out about these new medications are right for you, DM me or book a call. Science moves fast, but your health is for life. Make smart, informed choices and don't get swept up in the hype.